Okay, this is how we make our finger house. This is what we're making right here. It's just a little circle thing that we will eventually put our pinky in, like this, for the bow hold. And this is how we're gonna do it. So what you need is some electrical tape, and scissors, obviously. And you're gonna cut a little piece, a strip of tape that is big enough to wrap around your student's pinky, plus a little bit more for overlap. So I'm gonna say probably about right here. Okay, so as soon as we get this one, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold it on itself to the halfway point of it. So this is the sticky side. I'm gonna fold it into the sticky side to the middle of it, so that I still have a little bit of the sticky side showing. So it's not very perfect, but all right, so then that makes it so we have a sticky side up here and then a non-sticky side down here. Okay, so now with the sticky side facing outward, we are gonna fold our little finger house in on itself to make it a circle. And the sticky side is going to stick it together. Okay, so just like that. And you're gonna make it so that it can go around their pinky. So don't make it too tight, but don't make it too loose. So you can grab their pinky and you can wrap it around their pinky to see how small or big to make it. Okay, so now that you have this little circle, you're gonna set this aside, and you're gonna grab another piece of tape. And this is just to wrap it around your bow and to secure it on. So as far as how long it needs to be, I'm going to cut about this. You can always cut it shorter if you need to. So about probably the same length as the other one. And now you're going to cut it in half longwise so that it's a little bit skinnier. Okay, so, and we only need one. So now we have a skinny tape that's this long. Okay, so now you're gonna grab your bow, and if it's not a cheap bow, you should have a good space in between your screw and your frog. There should be a little tiny space gap right here. And this is where you're going to put this tape. I'm gonna put it around here, with right smack dab in the middle, so that you have equal sides going up on either side. Okay, if you don't have a cheap bow, if you do have a cheap bow, then there won't be a space in between. So I will show you what to do if that's your case. But so now what you're gonna do is grab your little circle guy, and I like to have the folded side facing up, because it's kind of nice for them to put their finger into the folded side. So the sticky side is going to go down, and you're just going to place it right there where the gap between your screw and your whatever this is called, your frog. Okay. I also like to, right where it overlaps, that's where I like to put one of the sides of the tape so that it secures it better, kind of closes that. So you're just gonna, gonna put it nice on top. And I probably should have made mine longer. You know, it might be easier if you just do this instead of securing it on there. Grab it, put a little bit of it inside, bring it around and down. Like that. And this is on the side where they overlap. So now it's kind of like that. Then you're going to place it right there, right between those two, the little gap. You're going to bring it around to the other side. And I should have made it a little bit longer so that you can fold it inside. mean, it's okay, but it might be more secure if you can kind of put a little bit of the tape inside, fold it in there. Okay, and then that's your little finger house. That's where it should be. They can put their pinky in there and have their thumb underneath here and their fingers nice and laid flat like that, and their hand nice and curved, not up like this, but curved. Okay, so if you don't have a nice bow and you have a cheap Amazon bow, then you're not going to have that gap. So what you need to do then is have two tapes, one on this side, then put one on this side, like this, and then you're just going to place it above the end of your frog. So you don't want to put it where you screw, because then you can't unscrew and screw it. So just place it right wherever on your instrument, right above this. As close to this as you can, but right above it, so that it's not, you can still twist it. And then you'll just put one side down on this and one side down on that. And that's how you'll secure it that way. So, okay, and that's your finger house.